But you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do. And you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong. And you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again. Forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win. And you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Yo, good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. TGIM, yes? Yes, no, maybe so. Good morning, guys. Oh, it's good to be back. How was your guys' weekend? Good? Hopefully it was good. Apologies to all you Packer fans out there. RIP to us. Damn. Let me see what we got in here. Chat box. Good morning, Soft Trades. Good morning, Ollie. Good morning, Shocker. What's wrong with Top Step today? I don't know what's wrong. Is there something wrong with Top Step today? Morning, Alif. D Block. JC1. Arda. Weiler. What's up, Raymond? Top Step X is laggy. We'll see, I suppose, huh? Morning, Nashil. What's up, Corky? Good morning, Nazar. Good morning, boys and girls. Good to see you. Hopefully your weekend was good. Yeah, I guess without further ado, some of you guys are saying Top Step X is laggy. I guess we'll see. I haven't tried taking any trades yet, so maybe I'll discover it's laggy when I try to put something on, I guess. But Without further ado, boys and girls, let me go ahead and start diving into some charts. Go into some start with the news calendar here. We got Fed Chairman Powell speaking later today, 2 p.m. A view from the Federal Reserve Board at National Association for Business Economic Annual Meeting in Nashville. Okay. Well, it's in the afternoon, so I'm not planning on trading the afternoon today. Just this morning, so we should be all right. NFP week protocol, boys and girls. We got NFP on Friday, so protocol would call for trading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, Friday after the NFP news. So that's my game plan, boys. Got PMI tomorrow and jolts. So yeah, man, let's start with some top-down analysis, shall we? Keep in mind last day of September. So looking at this monthly candle here. Looking at like August. August came down and really rejected strong at the lows. Man, it really is hard for me to think that price wouldn't, on a monthly and a weekly basis, looks bullish. I mean, it looks like it wants to expand to the upside. The only thing that is making me want to entertain the idea of a bearish bias is just the fact that we created that SMT with ES at the highs, and if you guys remember, on Thursday of last week, had a very nice reaction down from this daily inefficiency. Question is whether or not that's going to hold or not, right? Or if we're just going to kind of give a temporary reaction and then just absolutely obliterate it is the question. So looking at the daily chart here, not really much to go off of other than sweeping previous day low. 4 hour. The only thing that stands out to me on this 4 hour chart, let me check ES quick. Yeah, the only thing that stands out to me on this 4 hour chart would be this trendline liquidity that's building up here. As a low resistance liquidity run, I mean, you could take this all the way back. You got equal lows here. Equal lows kind of just stacking up down here. So it's definitely building up a nice market maker sell model. The question is when that market maker sell model is going to kick in. Looking at the hourly here, price is obviously displaced down, took this liquidity, and now we're rocketing back up. Looking at the 15, looking at these sessions, we've taken out London, Asia low. Daily profile speaking, I would say this looks like it has the makings of London low, New York continuation, or London manipulation, New York continuation. That's what this has the making of at first glance. Got a little SMT at the highs here. London high being taken by NQ, ES lagging behind. So SMT at the highs. Back above New York midnight as well. I'm going to mark out this London high, just so I keep it in mind that we've taken it out. Take this off. Here's 930. I like what we've done here as well. I like this. This looks like it could be a good draw. 930 open. Equal lows right below that as well. I like this liquidity pool here. Oops. Oh boy. We've inversed here on the 15-second. Wonder if we're just going to dump. London high swept. Let me check the regular trading hours. We filled opening range gap. Time-wise, we're a little early before the macro. Yeah, I want to see if we get a reaction down here or not. If we do, I might try the shorts. From like a displacement in here down to opening range low. Well, let's see, boys. Macro's not for another 6 minutes or so, so we'll stay patient. Wait for something clear to form. I would say first PD array would be right now. You got to think we're inversing this fair value gap that took us above London high. To me, even internally here, we're generating more sell side with these lows here and this failure swing here. But no buttons pressed as of yet. So, all right. Good morning, Ice. Says on Tops of X that they are investigating issues with charts loading. Oh, shoot. Yeah, my chart's fine. I just haven't tried to place a trade yet. Oh, take it back. We are I see what you're saying now. We are investigating issues with charts loading. So should I not even try to take something on this? We might still give it a shot anyway. Someday when there's Powell speaking in the evening, the morning session are fucked. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes the sessions are just fucked no matter what anyway. But you are right. We got Powell speaking later. I mean, we'll see how today goes. If we don't see anything clear, we'll do our best to try to filter out any unnecessary losses. And if it ends up kind of being a wonky day, well, hopefully we can save ourselves from taking any and all those losses. Macro in 5 minutes. News 9:45. What do we got? Like our orange folder? Yep. Orange folder news, PMI right now. Just ran out. Look at this. Just ran this out. Look at that move down here on the 15 second. That could have been the soup here. Yes, it was. ES did not get above that high. Oh boy. I'm going to try a short here. See if they can soup and just run. So we got SMT with this high here with ES. ES did not run this high out. News came out. We ran this high. We displaced heavy back down. Hop back in. All right, not back in. Hopped in for the first time. 27-point stop. Looking for these lows. Still a little early before the macro. Early entry? I mean, if I get stopped out, I guess so. But we had the SMT with ES here. News came out. I kind of liked the drawdown here. So with this displacement, hopped in just thinking that we had a chance for price to just start running without giving much retracement. So could say that I got, you know, sucked into the 15-second chart. Yeah, we did not. No follow through there on a 1 minute. Macro on 1 minute. Yeah, there's already SMT as well with ES, with London High. ES did not take London High, NQ did. And there was no SMT at the lows that I saw. So only SMT at the highs, but... Morning, Money Glitch. Here comes macro, boys. But yeah, if I get stopped out here, got sucked into the 15-second chart is really what that comes down to, that entry. You can see there's absolutely no follow through. Waiting for any sort of, you know, displacement on a 1 minute would have been obviously better here. Easy to say in hindsight, but... Okay, stopped out on this. Let's see, let's close the 15-second chart down for now. A dirty devil. Let's go to the 1 minute. Wait for some clear displacement. Check the 5, 15, 1 hour. Yeah, you guys can see that SMT I was talking about right here. I mean, it's still present. It's always the second turtle soup, boys. The second one, not the first one. Would have been pretty decent RR though. Was risking about 25, well, almost 1 to 3. But yes, Top Step X giving you guys issues. Here, what does it say now? Chart data has been restored. We're continuing to monitor. Oh, okay, looks like we're good, boys. Looks like we're good over here. I said, baby. Just chopping around here at London High. What do you what do you guys think? Is it gonna be like this the rest of the morning? Hopefully not. Good morning, George. Don't you kinda wanna stay in the night, or at least go walking in some other bar? Waiting for Asia range high to get taken out. Asia range? Oh. I would think that we would go much higher today if we go for Asia range at this point. Let's see, boys. I'm still game to play my short idea. If we can get what looks like a clear displacement lower. Like I said, might have just been too eager on that 15-second chart. Take a peek at it, what it looks like right now. Looks like that. Doesn't look too shabby. Don't look too shabby, boys. Watch it just run without me now. Yeah, Tyler, you gotta wait for the second turtle soup. Yep. That first turtle soup, that'll get you. That second one, though. Gotta come back for seconds. Trading into, about to trade into a 5-minute bullish gap. I kind of would hate to enter off of a bearish fair value gap after we tap into this bullish gap. Like if we trade down into it and then trade back up. I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I'd like that. I think I'm going to try this sell limit one more time. Stop at the high. Same target. Just got triggered in, boys. Same target. Same stop at the high. Good risk reward. $25-point stop. 68-point TP. Same idea. Let me delete these. Wow, 5-minute. I want to see this 5-minute candle. I'm debating if I should just take my risk off when we trade into this, in case my bias is wrong and we respect from here. You know what I'm saying? You guys feel me? Nice reaction so far. Ended up getting a good fill on that limit, so let's see where she goes, boys. Let's see. Hopefully she can be real quick and painless. Just melt. It's always a second turtle soup. Didn't you learn that before? Yeah, and then the one time I wait for the second one, it ends up being the first one. Why does that happen? I think I will. I think I probably will trade, trail my stop down to my entry when we trade into here. We're close. We're real close. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it just because if we come back up with a vengeance, I don't think that'll be good for us. You feel me? So 5-minute fair value gap is what we're trading into at the moment. Hopefully though, no respect is shown and we just, you know what I'm saying? A little. My background chart code color. Well, let's wait for this trade to play out and then it's just like an off-white. It's like the slightest gray. So my eyeballs don't burn looking at it. But second attempt here. See, this is what I would fear. I would fear like we just barely tap into this and we immediately fly. That'd be the only concern. Traded back to equilibrium of this range from open. Gotta admit though, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty enticing down here. I'm not gonna. Let's not kid ourselves. Urban Nomad, welcome. All right, OTE of the range. I got one con here, so I'm riding and or dying on this one. Yeah. See, when it plays out like this, it always kind of makes you a little sad that your first try didn't pan out. Check ES here. I want to be mindful of, I guess, if ES were to take this low and form SMT, that could be a reason to close it. I'm just going to go ahead and put a alert at the low on ES just in case. Just so I don't get fooled by not paying attention. But I think it should be all right if we're going to go. My target is these recent lows here below 930 open. Bearish imbalance being traded back into right now. Currently respecting on the 1 minute. Still inside of this 5-minute bullish fair value gap and OTE of this range. So, you know, if we're bullish, this is where it should turn around. If we're bullish, I don't think it should honestly get to our target. See how this body closes. Would have definitely preferred to have seen that body not close above the gap, I would think, but I'm also not ICT, so I can't tell the future. ES in a bullish gap all of a sudden. Yeah, NQ much weaker. Ain't that interesting? ES was the weaker one. We were lagging behind on ES. And now we've kind of flipped strength. I mean, good for us since we're in NQ, but... Bro, if you're free, I want to ask some questions about Forex. I might not be the best guy to ask. I don't trade Forex anymore, but fire away. Fire away, man. I'll tell you what, boys. If I had more than one contract on, I would be absolutely leaving a runner. Just a heads up. We already outlined all the low resistance liquidity on the 4-hour. So just in the off chance we get, you know, just a really heavy market here on a Monday prior to Powell doing his thing later today. All right, we're trading down into now the 930 candle. My target is the low of that candle. SMT at the low right now because NQ took this and then ES did not. I might even take the trade off if we inverse this 1 minute gap. Thank God, right? Woo! Melt, bitch. See, now you see why that's so frustrating that I took that first loss trying to short. Damn. Look at this respect to 930 open. Is this 5 minutes still going to respect? 3 minutes left on this candle. This would be something. I'm just going to stick to my plan here. If we inverse this gap, I'll take my trade off. I still will make back what I lost on the first trade. Otherwise, I'm just going to hold it to target. Trying not to get spooked out here too early. You miss me? Why do you miss me, Weiler? I feel like I've been streaming a lot recently. In long, maybe. Oh, you're in long? Well, I can't say I'm rooting for you. Not yet, at least. I'm accepting my L right now at too close. I mean, yeah, it should get there. But I've said that before and it doesn't get there, so. It ain't over until that TP gets filled. Like your sister. Hey! Woo! 2 thumbs up, boys. You guys know the drill. Like it. We took 1 loss and 1 win on the same short idea. Let's review the thought process. Nice reaction here. I'm happy. Like, this could keep selling. I still don't think a runner is a bad idea, by the way. But when you have 1 contract on, you kind of have to just make a decision. And I would say, seeing this reaction initially, I'm very happy with being out because I would hate to see that kind of reaction and 0 follow through. You know, with only having 1 on. Anyway, let's go executions. Obviously, the first entry came off the 15-second time frame. Remember, news came out. We manipulated the high. Turtle soup, I said. And as soon as we basically inversed, just seeing that heavy displacement back down, inversing this, leaving more, you know, so we left a BPR in the 15-second. So that was kind of what I was hoping would hold for me when I hopped in. Stop at this high. Got stopped out literally by, what was that, 260, 225. And then the high of this candle. That's so gay. That is so less than ideal. High of this candle. Wow, 1 fucking tick. Are you serious? 1 tick, boys. 1 tick. 1 tick is what stopped me out of my first entry. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And then hopped off the 15-second, waited for there to be a little bit more displacement on a 1 minute. We did look at the 15-second briefly, and we thought this looked good, which also lined up with the 1 minute, so it took the entry there. Glad we did. Very little drawdown, and then pretty painless trade for the most part. Protected the trade once we traded into an opposing PD array, and price never came back to our entry, so that's good. No complaints here, boys. No complaints here. No waterfall, though. No waterfall as of yet. Check the 5. Yeah. We still, look at this 5 minute. We still, with the bodies, still holding. Now keep in mind there's SMT with this low of the ES as well. For the moment. Right? ES hasn't traded through. But again, you got to think it's just a matter of time, right? Like, it's hard to... It's always hard for me to want to get long when I see stuff like this. Like, to me, I just cannot help myself but think we're going to go trade through this first. But anyway, yeah, good job, boys and girls. Early day today. It's only 10, 12. We're only, there we go. Took advantage of the macro. How about it? I guess you could say, you could make the argument that my first loss, also something to note, my entry was prior to the macro. So you could say I was asking to get stopped out. Maybe you could say. Funny how that works. And then, yeah, entry came 9:56. TP hit the last minute of the macro, 10:09. My bad. I never ended up taking anything on the top step back, so I think it's fixed now, though. I think it's fixed. Looks good. Anyway, He just took the same trade, waited for one confirmation, didn't take the turtle soup. Brock Purdy of trading. Oh, I guess it's a compliment, yeah. I mean, I'm not a 49er. I resent the Niners because they always beat the Packers in the playoffs, but hard to not root for Brock Purdy. Seems like a good guy. But somebody was asking about the color code for my chart background. It's literally, like I said, just like this off gray color. It's literally the second. It's right on top. It's this one. I thought I had a custom one down here at one point, and it's literally no different. Look, at least not that I could tell. So yeah, it's just the second one on top. Just something a little off white. I think this white's a little bit too like. I don't know. It's just like too intense. So that's a little bit easier on the eyes. Especially if you're looking at charts at night. I'm not trying to go blind yet. But yeah, man. Well, that might be it for me, boys. Not bad for a Monday. Let's see. Let's watch for like, I just want to watch for maybe like 10, 15 more minutes. Finish off maybe a 15-minute candle here and see if it does trade lower. Is anybody still holding runners? Let me know if you guys got any runners on this trade or not. In the shot. In the shot. Can't hate on this. Thanks, man. Glad I got your approval. Turn them back on, I guess. If I was holding a runner on this, yeah, I mean, I would just I would just keep aiming for these lows. Check the 1 hour here. I mean, yeah, it has potential. I'll put it that way. It really has potential to go. Honestly, it could go pretty far today. It just depends what kind of movement we get, right? Are we gonna move a lot prior to Powell speaking, or not? It is last day of the month. Are we gonna move a lot today because of that? Especially with there being really no red folder news. I mean, outside of this Powell speech, but it's tough to say. I don't know. I don't got a crystal ball, unfortunately. Yeah, that was good. What did we end up with there? 2.7 R. So, made up for the first loss. And then some, obviously, so. Nah, I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like I said, if you had the ability to partial and hold runner, then definitely didn't hurt. But there's nothing wrong with closing that trade out and being done either. That's a great trade, right? Like if you got a trade like this every single day and never caught like all these crazy, you know, huge giant couple 100-point moves, like it's not necessary. I'm gonna just say we caught 69 points, 68.75, but for the YouTube title description, I think 69 points. I think 69 points would feel a little better for me to say. So I'm gonna say 69 points. Call me a liar. But I'm going to tell everybody else that's not on the stream I caught 69 points. Just sounds better. I'm so gutted right now. I had the same trade as you the first time. Yeah, I mean, I would just say, Arif, I'm assuming that means you didn't take the second attempt. And if you didn't take the second attempt, I would ask, was it because did you take the first trade just because I took it, and then you didn't take the second trade because we lost the first trade? If so, I would, you know, you got to ask yourself, were you just taking a trade because I was taking it, or was it did you also have the same analysis as me where you thought we would take London high and then displacement towards these relative equal lows? That's why I was willing to try this again, because I'm like, no, this is where I thought draw could go if we did not get follow through above London high, which we didn't. Yeah, I couldn't risk. Couldn't risk more. Oh, why did you full port on the first position? But what I would say, learning lesson, and I've kind of already talked about this for that trade. There's maybe I can make the argument with myself that I was asking for the loss because I traded before the macro, and then we manipulate literally one more tick higher during macro, and then we sell. So if I'd have just, waited for the macro, I would have never have taken that first entry. And I also was on a 15-second chart, so. But like I said, I don't know. I'm not mad at it. I still thought it was a decent looking setup. What are the odds we were going to go one more tick higher, boys? Apparently pretty good. Apparently pretty good. I was down $600, which is my risk allowed per day to pass the 50K combine. Oh. Does that mean you risked 600 on the first trade, or did you take trades prior to that? Because yeah, risking 0.5% on a 50K. Well, 1% of 1% of a 50K would be 500. So half that, 250 would be your 0.5%. At least that's what I would try to go for. Like even on these 150Ks, I try not to risk more than any 150K size account, whether it be Combine or XFA. I'd never like risking more than 750, which is a 0.5% like per trade, because it just allows it allows room for error. Like I could lose 2 trades. Let's say I was risking like $700. I take 2 losses. I'm down 1,400. Odds are I'll probably be done in that instance, but I really could give myself the room. I could take a third trade, and like it wouldn't be like the end of the world if that also lost. But it just allows me to, like, stuff like today where I can take a loss, comfortably still get back in the move if I think it's going to play out. If I was early or whatever. I definitely got to give myself margin for error because I'm human. And I make some mistakes, boys. Yeah, just the first one. Yeah, he might have just been risking a little too heavy there. Abeidullah. I mean, if you're gonna full port, you might as well just full port. I'm just joking, kind of, but not really. If it wasn't already long pre-market, I agree on both trades. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think like we could see the weekly candle maybe flip bullish, but it just honestly, I would say as you scale into the slightly lower time frames, the sell side becomes way more apparent. Like on the 4 hour, the 1 hour. So that's, I guess, what we're getting for now. But then again, it's only Monday though, so like we have no idea where this weekly candle really wants to expand just yet. We don't know if today's price action is gonna act as manipulate. We could see price accumulate a little bit as well, right? We could see price be more accumulative all the way up until really NFP. That's possible. End of a month, new month opening up. NFP on the horizon. We got Powell speaking at the beginning of the week. We'll know more as the day's print, I guess, but yeah. Well, we're not really getting a whole lot of like speedy follow through here. It looks like we're slowly grinding lower, though. So for those of you guys that are in runners, I would say I wish you the best of luck. And for those of you guys that made some money on the shorts today, congratulations, boys and girls. Like the stream on your guys' way out. And I think I'm gonna call the stream for now, boys. I think I caught a nice little piece for the morning, and most likely could be done for the day. I guess we'll see. But I will be back streaming tomorrow morning, boys and girls, at Market Open. Same time, same place. Quick day at the office, boys. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.